Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Minecraft SMP guide. Now on this episode, which is episode 4, we're going to be continuing right where we left off a little bit in episode 3. There's some new additions like that over there that I didn't create, so you guys didn't see a video on it. And we got Luke working hard on the background, doing some work on some trees and chopping stuff down and going to town. But anyway, we got a lot planned for this episode, but unfortunately we do have to do a little bit of mining, specifically for iron. Luke needs some iron for his village breeder that he created over there, and I need some iron for my project. And my project specifically is going to be an AFK fish farm. And the reason that we're going AFK fish farm is because I want to get some books and I want to kind of have a source of other things that we might eventually need. And I'm kind of looking at more or less, we're looking at like tripwire hooks and name tags and things like that that we might need. Some fish is always good for food, even though we have a little bit of a pen going here. Again, this all was created here by Luke, and then this was created by me that you guys saw in the episode. So I'm going to go over everything that I create. Obviously, Luke and I are going to be very close together. This is all temporary right now. I don't know about his villager breeder, if he's going to move that or if it's going to be something different. That's his thing. But my island will eventually be over there. So this is kind of our little central hub, and I will in one episode very soon start like designing a temporary base, and then we're going to go into something a little bit more full scale. So there's a lot of things I need. Like I said, I need iron. We need iron for a trap door, and we need a couple hoppers, we need some chests, and then we also need an iron pressure plate, and I also need to make myself a note block. I should have everything that I need for the note block itself, so we should be just fine with that. So I made myself 2 iron pickaxes. We don't have enough for a third one, unfortunately. I did bring myself some extra wood, and we got plenty of coal for our little trip. I'm going to get rid of this extra stuff that I probably don't need right now. And let's just go ahead and... Oh, he made some mine carts. That's what was so expensive on this. I got it. Let's see. Let's get rid of the seeds, and we're going to call it... We're going to call that good right there. I think that should be fine. All right. Let's go ahead and go into our mine and start this process. Now, I'm not going to necessarily do everything that I mined, and we've already found diamonds, so it's not like we need to find any more. I am using iron tools just because I want to save the diamonds that we do find, because Luke already used and found obsidian, that's what we used to create the nether portal in order to get to the nether in the previous episode, or in a previous episode. So yeah. I'm going to continue going probably down this path at some point, but we got more diamonds here once we actually get fortune. So this would be where our next one would actually go. And then our next one would be here. And my whole goal is to get a minimum of at least a stack of iron, and eventually we'll get ourselves an iron farm, and then we won't necessarily have to do this. My iron farm will be a little bit different than Luke's. But it's not a competition, just so you guys know. And we do share a lot of the materials. So if he gets a start to an iron farm, then at least I can kind of piggyback off him and borrow some of the supplies as I go. Obviously, I'm not going to steal them all because he will need to make his things that he's going to be working on as well. But at least once we get an iron farm started for the 2 of us, then for the most part we should be pretty good. So we're basically going to be neighbors. Now, if you guys, the best way that I can go ahead and explain it is I want this guy to be really close to almost like a Hermitcraft style gameplay. And then letting you guys know kind of the pros and cons of being on an SMP versus doing something on your own. And that's kind of what I want to be able to go over in this. And this is going to be some bigger farms compared to what you probably would build in just a solo or a single player world, just because we're going to be supplying other people. We already got one other person on, which is from the other server. We did make the announcement earlier letting everybody know that this one is officially started and up and running. So if that's something that you guys would like to join in on with us, then you guys can definitely go ahead and apply down below. I'll put the Discord down there, and then you guys can actually come and play with us. There is no griefing and there is no stealing, so just kind of know that. All right, guys. Well, I actually found myself another mine shaft. Oh, God. Let's actually light up this area, shall we? Just in case something happens. Come on, creeper. There we go. Well, so far we've actually used 2 full iron pickaxes. So in the grand scheme of things, we actually only made 23 pieces of iron. So that's really not that good. I mean, not quite half. I'm a quarter of the way, well, a little more than quarter of the way there. So which is good, but I still feel like it's not that great considering that my goal is to try to at least get a minimum of a stack. Well, we made it back to our mine shaft, so that's good. We got ourselves 2 brand new fresh iron pickaxes, and then right off the bat I find myself some more. Nice. Alright, so let's, oh, we gotta grab the string. Oh, I should have dropped off some of my materials, so that was probably not a smart idea, but let's go ahead and explore this a little bit more here. Got some lattice, which we can come back for. Ooh, here's some iron right here. Looking good. We definitely need this for the time being. Like we said, we're trying to get a stack. How many more pieces? We've collected 12 so far. Is this all it is? No. Oh, you guys. There was a spider spawner right here, and a creeper decided to blow it up. So I guess I don't have a spider spawner anymore, which is unfortunate. Now, there might be another one in here, so there's not much this way. How much string do we have? We have 46 pieces. I think that's going to be plenty for now. I think that's... I don't think we need any more than that. Well, I guess we can grab that one, too. Where else can this... Where else does this branch off to, though? I mean, it does go off this way. I think this is the back side of this one. Must be. Oh, there's some iron right there. All right, how many pieces do we got now? We've got 32. We brought 20-some back with us before. I kind of want to get over to that area right there. So let's kind of make our way that way. Let's see what see what kind of goodies this can give to us. Let's kind of build this up a little bit like so. And we haven't used our new pickaxes completely up yet, so that's a good thing. I don't think there's anything in here that I really need. Oh, hang on. Does this continue this way, or what's going on here? Where's this go? This is just in a complete underwater area. Okay, I need to eat some more food, though. Ooh, I just let in a whole bunch of infestation. What did I get? Oh, I got carrots. Nice. We've been looking for those. Okay, it's time to get out of there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really ready to fight skeletons quite yet, I don't think. But we did get ourselves a couple more pieces, and I definitely need to go back because I have to drop off some of the stuff. So we did, I think we did pretty good. I almost died due to that skeleton. So I think it's definitely time that we mosey all the way back to our base. I think we hopefully have enough to make our project. So we'll see. And we might have to do a little bit more mining here in the very near future. All right. So after everything that I collected and that I had for the most part on me prior, I do have 58 ingots. Now I do want to be very, very careful with what I build here because I want to make sure that I'm able to create more iron tools. As you can see, I've used almost another one of my pickaxes and my sword after letting the infestation. You can see that I got 17 rotten flesh on me. I want to make sure that I'm able to build another sword and at least a couple more pickaxes. So ultimately, I need to put I need to put away 8 pieces of iron so that, and then I want to give at least a couple for loot to use as well. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put, let's see, what would that be? Basically times 2. So we're looking at 16 pieces away in total. And this is all I have in order to start my actual project. So like I said, we do need to make ourselves an iron trapdoor. We do need to make ourselves an iron weighted pressure plate, or heavy weighted pressure plate. And then what we need to do is we actually need to make ourselves a couple more chests here. I need at least 2 hoppers, and then we're gonna need a couple, let's do 3. And that means we're gonna need 3 more chests as well. So let's go do this, and let's go 1, 2, 3. Then let's make 3 of these. 1, 2, 3, and let's just do 3 hoppers. So what I actually might go ahead and do is actually build it on the back side of this in here, and then that way we actually don't really have to even worry about it like at all. And then I can make my own AFK fish farm at some other point in time. And then we can also put ourselves like an iron trap or an iron door there so that nothing else comes in here and ever bothers us, which might be really, really helpful in the long run. And if I put it like off into the corner, I should be okay, like right here. So it's going to go ahead and do a little bit of AFK fishing. And that way we're still using basically this area so that we don't have to, we can use it for dual purpose, which is always amazing. And then that way we're still protected. So that way we're actually by the villagers and listening to the villagers speak to us as we go ahead and AFK. So let's just see what we get for our first item from this AFK fish farm. And let's see, it should be happening like any moment. It usually doesn't take terribly long in order to get our first fish, but let's just see what we get. All right, so we got our first fish, and it was a raw salmon, so that works just fine. So there we go. So it's basically a nice little tutorial on how to make an AFK fish farm. And yeah, that's it right there. So we're going to go ahead and put ourselves an iron trap door, make it a little bit more bright in here as well. So that way we're completely protected by all the elements within this area. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. If you guys did enjoy this episode and thought it deserves a rating, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it. And you guys stay gaming. Yeah.